I apologize, anybody, if you were in here when the stream just stopped on me. The camera died. I had to restart with another one. So if you see any movement here, I apologize. Give me a minute. Just bear with me. I'm still getting everything set back up. Hey, David, are you back in the stream, buddy? Hey, thank you, everybody who's in here taking a look at the rattlesnakes. You're looking at timber rattlesnakes, Crotalus horridus. They're found throughout the eastern United States, all the way from New England to the northern parts of Florida, all the way as far west as Minnesota and the northeastern parts of Texas. I had a fella in my last stream that accidentally stopped on us when the camera died, but I had him in there, and I just saw his comment prior to the camera dying. But he said that a lot of people in Florida, where he's from, don't even realize they have timber rattlesnakes in Florida. They think it's all about eastern diamondbacks and pygmy rattlesnakes. But they most certainly do have timber rattlesnakes in Florida. And they also have pygmies and eastern diamondbacks as well. The pygmy rattlesnake is the smallest rattlesnake species on the planet. Will y'all hit the thumbs up? I got 2 people in here watching. Double tap center your screen. Like the stream for me if you will, please. Y'all are the first 2 in here watching, and it would definitely help boost it where the algorithm pushes it to more people to view it. If you'll just double tap screen and give us a thumbs up, it'll help us. It don't cost you anything, and it pays off tremendously for us. Likes are the only thing that keeps our streams relevant. So please, guys, double tap that screen. If you can't get it to work that way, in the upper right corner of your screen, if you click them 3 dots, it'll drop down a menu, and the thumbs up will be there. You can hit it there. Or at the top of your screen where you see the number of viewers and the little thumbs up there, if you just click that, it will work there as well. I appreciate y'all doing that for me. Oh, yeah, we got a close-up of the eyeball. This guy wants to keep photo bombing us, climbing up in front of the camera. Excuse me, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to cough in your ear. But again, you're looking at timber rattlesnakes, Crotalus horridus. Again, they're found throughout the eastern United States. At one time in the southeastern United States, they were called a canebrake rattlesnake. They have been grouped together all into one species now, and they're all considered to be a timber rattlesnake. the reason they were grouped together is basically conservation reasons. They used to believe them to be a separate species, the timber rattlesnake and the canebrake, because of some differences in their coloring and in their pattern and stuff. However, they have determined over the years that they are the same exact species of rattlesnake. They Why the heck did my likes disappear? Come on, guys. A couple of y'all hit the thumbs up button. Double tap center your screen there and like the stream, please. That's the only way for me to boost this algorithm. I did have 3 likes in there. Somehow it's back down to 1. Now it's down to 0. I don't know what the heck's going on. If you will, double tap center your screen there for me and like it again, please. I don't know. A couple of y'all did for me, and now they disappeared. I don't know if y'all unliked it or what happened. There's 12 people in here taking a look. While a couple of y'all in here, will you please double tap center that screen? Give me some likes. Without the likes, this stream's going to get buried at the end of the list somewhere and no one's going to get to see it. If I get a handful of likes on here, it'll keep it to where other people see it in their feed as they're scrolling through, and it'll also make it available, you know, for people to just click on. But without any likes, it won't do any of that. Thank you to whoever just liked it again for me. You're looking at timber rattlesnakes here, Crotalus horridus. I was saying they used to be considered to be a separate species of the canebrake rattlesnake, but they have joined them together all into one species. They determined them all to be the same species. I don't know exactly when it was, but it was several years back now. But they used to think they were a different species because of some subtle differences, you know, coloring differences, a little bit of the pattern. I have noticed personally that in the southeast, the specimens seem to regularly grow to a little larger of a size. Up north, they as well do grow to a rather large size, but in the southeast they always seem to be bigger to me. The colors are certainly different. In the northeast, they will be black, and some of them will be a green yellow color. That's why they're called the black phase or the yellow phase. And in the southeast, they always seem to be a tan or gray color with a orange or copper stripe down the center of their back. And also, I have found that in the southeast, the pattern on them, the banding on them, is much narrower than the banding on the northeast ones. The ones you are looking at here are, you know, naturally from the northeast, and they will be black phase and yellow phase as they get older. They are actually black phase and yellow phase now. It's just harder to tell them apart. For most of them on your screen right now, they are the yellow phase, but the one in the far left corner is a black phase. You can see it is a little darker than the others. And as I mentioned in the stream before the camera quit, you can tell by the color of the eyeball. If you look at the one directly in front of you at the bottom of your screen, the eyeball is yellow. Everything except for the pupil. And on the black phase, if that black phase comes up here close enough to us, you will get to see that the eyeball on that one is black. That's a surefire way to tell the difference. And also, as they age, every time they shed, their skin will darken up. The black phase will turn nearly all black. You will still, most of the time, see a little light border around the pattern, maybe white or light colored, even on the black phase. And then the yellow phase will turn to more of a greenish yellow color. And every time they shed, they as well gain a new segment to their rattle. The rattle is made up of keratin, which is essentially the same thing your fingernails are. And every time they shed, they get a new segment. These segments are not fused together, they are actually just linked together, almost like a dog tag necklace chain, sort of like how the clasp on them work. You know, it sort of snaps into a little piece. The same thing with the rattle, and that's what makes them be able to make that noise, being that they are interlinked but not fused. They actually rattle against each segment rattles against each other. They have a muscle in the tail. It is actually called the tail shaking muscle. Very simple name, but it's the tail shaking muscle, and that's how they rattle. They move that muscle, which causes that rattle to move and the pieces of keratin to clang together. For every movement of the tail, it can produce up to 90 clicks of the rattle. The timber rattlesnake is one of the largest pit viper species in North America. Specifically, the eastern diamondback rattlesnake is the largest rattlesnake on the planet. In my opinion, the Mexican West Coast rattlesnake takes the second place, and the timber rattlesnake would take third place. Timber rattlesnakes typically grow to between 3 and 5 feet. There have been specimens recorded up as much as 72 inches long. And in the southeast, as I said, I believe they are usually a little larger in the southeast. I don't know the reason behind that, but it just seems to be the case based on my own experience. That's not scientific. Timber rattlesnakes was listed as a species, or they were on the endangered species candidate list for a long time in many, many states. They are still on the list in some states. They have been removed in many states as well, because there has been population increases over the years. They originally, started losing population because of deforestation, human intervention, people killing them out of fear, and etc. And they are very slow at reproducing. A female does not reach sexual maturity till between 8 and 11 years old. And she may only give birth to, 2 to 3 litters in her entire lifetime, because they only reproduce every 3 to 5 years. They do not have babies every single year like a lot of snakes do. And they can have anywhere between 5 and 20 babies. On average, they have 6 or 8 babies. And out of those 6 or 8 babies that they have on average, it would be very lucky for half of them to survive in the wild. Rattlesnakes are preyed upon by many, many other snakes and other animals. So they have a lot of odds to beat to reach adult size. And that was one of the big reasons for the conservation concerns and, the population loss. We've got 6 people in here watching right now. Out of you 6, can a couple of y'all please give me a thumbs up? It would really help us out if you'd give us some thumbs up. It'll help boost the algorithm, and it will get this visible to a wider audience. We're not a monetized channel. We don't ask for donations. We don't ask for super chats. We don't beg money in any way. We simply need your likes. If you will, please take a split second of your time to double tap that screen and give us a thumbs up. We spend our to put these live streams on, and try to give you a little bit of entertainment and education, please spend a second of your time and give us a thumbs up. Again, we've got 6 people watching. We've only got 1 like. I'm going to give the stream about 30 minutes, and if I don't have at least 5 likes in 30 minutes, I'm just going to go ahead and end the stream. I'm not going to waste my time to put on a stream for people that can't give me a split second of their time and hit the like button. Like I say, I scroll through some of the live streams on here, and I see, on these live streams, there's people literally sitting on the couch staring at their phone, not talking or doing a damn thing of any type of value or education or entertainment, and they've got hundreds of likes, hundreds of viewers and stuff. I don't know how. I don't know what I do wrong. But, I'm going to quit wasting my time with these streams unless I can get a couple of people to go ahead and hit that thumbs up for me. I see someone just did, and I really appreciate that. It means a lot that you showed me the mutual respect with your time is what I try to give y'all with my time. I could put the live stream on and just walk away and not do any talking or anything, But it's really important to me to, tell you a little bit about these snakes and try to bridge the gap with those people who are afraid of snakes or who don't like snakes, or whatever, and try to bring them around to maybe having a little bit of respect for the animal. And a little education to let you know that there's not a reason to fear this animal as long as you give it its space and you give it the respect that that it deserves. Yeah, Sue, I know you're scared, but you've been a religious watcher now for as long as I've been putting these streams on, and you're getting used to them. And I think now that you're watching so frequently and stuff, if you see one out there in your pasture or something, maybe you'll just get a shovel, scoop it up, and take it, away from your property and let it go. Whereas before, I don't know this for sure, but, usually when someone's scared, they'll kill them. Just relocated a possum. Good. Yeah. I hope you took it a few miles from your place. If you didn't take it a few miles, it's going to return. Possums are tough to keep away. Look, we've got 9 people in here watching. Come on, a few of y'all hit that like button. If you don't want to hit the like button, drop me a comment and tell me why you don't hit the like button. I'd really like to know what the deal is here. If I sat there on the damn couch without my shirt on eating a cheeseburger, letting the grease drip on my fucking gut, you'd like it. Oh yeah, it'll like that. Quiet dirt road with a stream. That'll work. See, with the rat breeding that we do, we constantly keep live traps set. That way, if any rats get out, they usually go in the trap after whatever food or bait we have in there. And we caught possums in the live traps as well. And we take them and do the same thing like you just said. You know, we'll take them over by some water or something on a back road and let them go. Yeah, I mean, I could have a toilet seat around my head like that fucking guy earlier. I'm thinking that a few of the people in here, when you know, I've usually got a constant, you know, 3 to 5 people in here, and I'm really thinking that when I do, a few of them just don't speak English and they don't know what I'm saying. But I know, you know, like right now, there's 9 people. I know that more people know exactly what I'm saying when I ask them to hit the like button. They just don't want to fucking do it. Yeah, those possums will kill the chickens in a minute, you know. And what's crazy about it is, I don't know if it happens for you this way, but when a possum comes around my place, they'll eat the head off of the chicken, but they'll leave the rest of the body lay. The thing I've been having a problem with lately is owls. And unfortunately, I can't catch the owl and I can't do anything else about the owl. Dude, every time I grab the cheese bag, I hear you hit the floor. Bubba. You cheesehead, Bubba. Here. Yeah, you're right. The hawks too. Yep, hawks and the damn owls. You can't do anything about them. Uh, they are you can't trap or shoot any predatory birds. I don't really want to shoot them anyway, but you know, it's kind of what do you do? Do you let you know tens of chickens get killed, or do you sacrifice one bird to stop the death of all the other birds? Hey guys, give me a thumbs up in here, please. Double tap center your screen, or click on the little thumb at the top of the screen. Yep, soon as they get one, they come back every time. I'm like that too, The first time, when I met my old lady and she cooked me a meal, I never left. I kept coming back. You feed me once and I stay. There's Eyeless, front and center. Anybody who doesn't know yet, this snake that's right in the dead center of your screen, flicking her tongue, her name's Eyeless, Islis. It's because she has no eyeball on the left side. She was born with just one eye. She's actually here. She's up too close for y'all to see, but she's actually looking at the camera. Let me try to adjust it so you can see. Right there she is. She's right. She's right. Can't get my finger close enough. There we go. Right there at the tip of my finger. See, no eye on the left side of her face. But she's healthy, strong, and living fine. So we will keep her alive and we will keep her healthy. Keep her going. Oh, that guy just fell. There you are, Eyeless. Here, let's show everybody. Show everybody that you don't have an eye. Nah, you want to see what's going on, huh? So you put that side towards us. Where'd you go, girl? I don't know where you went now. How you doing, Hijinks? I appreciate you stopping in again. Hit that like button for me.
Tolong tekan jempol untukku. Tolong tekan jempol untukku. Please hit the thumbs up for me. Tolong tekan jempol untukku.
Hey Tom, these are timber rattlesnake babies, scientifically known as Crotalus horridus. They are a venomous pit viper found throughout the eastern United States from New England all the way down to northern parts of Florida, as far west as Minnesota, and the northeastern portions of Texas. Double tap your screen, Tom. Give us a thumbs up, please. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Tampa. You getting much rain in Tampa right now? Yeah, it's pretty quiet here in Myrtle Beach area, South Carolina as well. It was supposed to be a little harsh, but looks like we got lucky. Yeah, they do appear to be getting a little bigger and stronger. We realistically, though, haven't had any, I guess, large or excessive storm in a few years now that I can recall anyway. I think Hurricane Matthew was the last one with any type of substantial weather. We've got 8 people watching and only 4 likes. Come on, guys, hit that thumbs up for us. But I know what you're saying, Tom. I actually yesterday got all my snakes put up in buckets and tubs and everything in preparation for the storm, because I expected it to be a doozy. And actually the one that is drawing it back off of the coast is just a massive friggin' storm. I'm glad that one's not going to make landfall. That's Eyeless up there on the fern right there. See her just turned her head? She has no eyeball on the left side. She's the one that's climbing right now on the ferns. It is a birth defect. Yeah, the cottonmouths or water moccasins, again, they're not gonna chase you or nothing like that. Now with the dog, it is scary, because the dogs get curious and stuff and will go right up to them, and they will bite in that case because the snake feels threatened. But if the snake is able to flee, it sees you or, the dog coming or something, chances are it'll flee. Now the gators, them damn swamp puppies, you got to be careful with them. But, my biggest suggestion, even though it might sound stupid or ridiculous, my biggest suggestion is to keep your little dogs on the leash when you're near water, just for their safety. I love letting my dogs off the leash and stuff too, but around the water here we got to watch too, because we have gators, nothing like you've got down there, but we do have some gators here, and we've got plenty of water moccasins or cottonmouths, whatever you want to call them, and also copperheads. We have copperheads out the ass around here. Well, we've got 10 people in here checking this stream out. Y'all double tap the center of your screen. Give us a thumbs up while you're in here. It don't cost you nothing, and it pays off great for us. We don't beg for money. We're not a monetized channel. We don't want you to send us money. We want you to hit the like button. Yeah, the moccasins are everywhere. And when they breed, they have pretty large litters too. If I'm not mistaken, on average, they have somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 babies. And I appreciate you saying beautiful snakes there. Timber rattlesnakes are most certainly my absolute favorite species of rattlesnake. We've got 17 people watching. Can we get somebody else to hit that like button, please? Come on. Give us another like. Come on, one of the 10 people that are in here, hit that like button. Come on, get me up to 7 likes, will you? Please help me out a little bit here. I do everything I can trying to get likes, and I can't seem to get them. Somebody in here has to like it enough to double tap the screen. You've been in here a few minutes. Oh yeah, the owls will snatch your little dogs. For sure. We were just talking about owls earlier. I don't know if you were in here then, but me and Sue was talking back and forth about the owls, you know, taking chickens and killing the chickens, and also possums killing chickens. But the cottonmouths, man, I can understand it, you know, but realistically, the cottonmouths are definitely, or should be, a lesser concern than the gators. The cottonmouths are going to try to flee. Like I say, now if the dog runs right up to it trying to sniff at the cottonmouth, it's going to strike out of fear. Timber rattlesnakes in the wild in the Northeast, they normally eat chipmunks, but in captivity, you feed them mice and rats. Um, a lot of these guys, I feed African soft fur rats to them because they more mimic their natural food source than, you know, just a normal Norway rat. Or what you know as a fancy rat at the pet store. Hey, there's 7 people watching. Come on, guys, get me up to 7 likes. If anybody can guess the exact number of baby timber rattlesnakes in this enclosure, I will send you a free virtual reptarium shirt. I've been offering this many times. I have had people take guesses on the replay of the stream, but not during the stream. Sue took a guess, but it's a little unfair for her because I told her at one point how many were in here, even though she forgot. So if her or her husband want to take a guess, I will offer the same deal to them. Oh, these little guys eat pinkies, you know, day-old mice pinkies.
ぜひ高評価をお願いします。ぜひ高評価をお願いします。
I didn't mean to take so long to answer you. I actually answered and realized I had the microphone muted.
Tolong tekan jempol untukku. Tolong tekan jempol untukku. Por favor, dale me gusta. Por favor, dale me gusta. Please hit the thumbs up for me. Please hit the thumbs up for me.
Well, I don't think it's a language barrier because I have just said it in like 5 different languages and it has done nothing for me. Let's try it one more time in English. Please double tap the center of your screen to like the stream, or in the upper right corner, click the 3 dots. It will give you a drop-down menu, and the thumbs up is available in that drop-down menu. Please like our stream to help boost the algorithm to keep it visible to a wider audience. We don't ask for money. We're not a monetized channel. We're not begging for your money. We're not asking you for anything other than you to tap the center of your screen and give us a thumbs up. It helps us out by getting it to a wider audience. That's all we want from you. We put a lot of time and effort into these live streams. I spend a lot of time standing in front of this camera to answer any questions I can about the snakes and to give you a little bit of education, a little bit of entertainment. You know, again, maybe y'all could show me a little bit of respect and, you know, give me a split second of your time to double click that screen for the thumbs up. If you can't hit the thumbs up while you're in here, don't bother coming in here. If you can't respect my fucking time, I don't respect yours. So get the fuck out of my stream unless you can like it. And I don't care if I offend anybody. I'll weed out the douchebags this way. tip it. Are you gonna use it?
Hold it up there.
Yeah. Yeah, see, Sue Tom has learned some things, and they are, loyal supporters. They are in every single live stream I do. They're in here trying to show me some support, even though my views and likes are small. Yeah, that's the warden. She's asking me some questions. actually just messed with her, and she was getting ready to get in the shower. And I just said on here, I had it muted, and I was joking with her. I said, yeah, she's getting ready to get in the shower. That's why she's naked, acting like y'all got to see it. Come on, we got 6 people in here watching. That means there's at least one of y'all that haven't hit the like button. I know there's more than one of y'all that haven't hit the like button, because not every one of y'all that hit the like button are still in here. So I know it's a couple of y'all that are different. So come on, hit that like button for me. All you got to do is double tap the center of the screen, or click the 3 dots in the upper right corner, and that'll drop down a menu and give you the ability to hit the like button. But the quickest way is to double tap that screen. It doesn't take any extra time. It doesn't take, you going out of your way. It's nothing. It's simple. You double tap on the screen, it highlights the thumbs up, and we're all fucking happy. You still with us, Tom? Come on, guys, there's 10 of y'all in here. Hit that like button for us. Help boost this algorithm a little bit. Get this thing out to a wider audience. If y'all will hit that for me, it'll definitely spread the thing. I'll get a bigger audience in here. Even if you don't plan on staying long, just double tap center your screen, give us a thumbs up. It don't cost you nothing. You don't got to go out of your way. And it helps tremendously. We're not asking for money. We're not a monetized channel. We just want you to hit the like button. We've got 9 people watching right now. Can y'all please like the stream? I know I ask repetitively, and I'm going to keep asking until people hit the like button. Oh yeah, that's the way you get more people to see. That's the only reason I even care about the likes, is to get it to a wider audience, you know. But I don't know, people just don't want to do it. And what else is fucked up is YouTube is not fair at all on the way they do things. I'll start with the most recent first. Like on this stream when I started it, just before you were in, I had 3 people hit the like button for me soon as they came in. I said, will y'all 3 please hit the like button, you know, so I can get this boosted, whatever. All 3 of them liked my video or my stream right away. About 5 minutes later, boom, them likes just disappeared and back to 0 again. And then about the time you came in, your like came on the board and a couple more came on the board right at that time. But it's crazy. YouTube took them 3 likes from me, you know, like that. There is very, very slim chance that all 3 people decided to unlike the video.
Well, they can hit that button.
And another thing is they say with YouTube Shorts that if you have over a 70% stayed to watch, you know, percentage, 70% stayed to watch, and you have over a 90% retention rate, technically your shorts are on their way to gaining thousands of views. Well, I have some videos that have, you know, a 30% stayed to watch and a, you know, 50% retention rate that have got, you know, 2,000 and 3,000 views. But then I have videos that have a 80% stayed to watch with a 150% retention rate that have fucking 200 views. So, and then whenever they say, you know, let's just say, for example, they'll say, well, you've got 2,000 views. And then you go into analytics and look, oh, you've only got, you know, 1,500 engaged views. But then you look at their stayed to watch versus swiped away, and you know, we all know that that would be a 75% stayed to watch. However, they might say, oh, well, 90% stayed to watch, but I still only fucking, I don't know. It's bullshit. It's just fucking bullshit. YouTube is unfair. I really believe what it is the newer channels like myself, I think they want to see that you will keep going and not give up before they, you know, push you further. I mean, I'm less than 2 months into doing daily postings and things like that.
See, you can't leave my shit around here.
Hi, Jinx, you are the one that told me earlier you're getting a piebald ball python, right? A banana pied? A little bit of advice. A lot of people think when they get a ball python, they think, you know, the bigger the better as far as enclosure goes. That is not the case with a ball python. You do not want to put him in a really large enclosure. Now, if you've already got an enclosure, let's just say you've got a 50-gallon aquarium that you're going to put him in. That's fine, but you want to have multiple hiding spots for him. You want to have a couple of hides on the cold end and a couple of hides on the warm end. You want him to be able to hide in a small, dark area where he feels secure. And when you first get him, give him about a week to settle in before you start holding him regularly. And don't even attempt to feed for about the first 10 days. Give him time to settle in and relax and get used to his surroundings before you attempt to feed or you attempt to hold him. That will give you the best chances of him acclimating well to the new environment. Look at Eilish. She has to come up right in front and center of the camera all the time. She's an attention whore.
Jesse.
Hey guys, we got 11 people in here. Will y'all please hit that thumbs up for me? Even if you don't plan on staying, hit that thumbs up. Help me get this thing out to a wider audience. If I get like 20 likes on these streams, it keeps them relevant all night long and it boosts it out to a way bigger audience for me. It doesn't take you any time or effort. All you got to do is double tap the center of that screen and go about your business or stay and watch. Either one. Yes, she definitely thinks she's the queen, I guess. She's right there in the front with her head sitting up high, you know, making sure everybody can see her. And she's the littlest of all of them. That little guy's getting really dark already. I really like that one there. Super dark for a baby. I'm actually going to pick him up a second and check on his little wound. It should be pretty good. It was actually closing up really, really well. Hey, Bubba, let me check you. Let me check you out. Let me see your tail. You gonna let me see your tail? Come here. Come here, look. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it looks really good. It looks real good, Bubba. Here. Come here, little dude. Come here, little dude. What you running from? Here. Here. You know how to do this. Yep, it looks good. It's healing up very well. It's just about all the way gone. He got a tiny little scab there. That's his belly button. The damn little gnats have laid their maggots on there, and anybody who has ever raised any snakes or reptiles know that, you know, when they got that fresh egg slime on them, the little gnats lay their larvae, and the larva eats right in. They'll actually get inside the snake and eat them from the inside out and kill them. And luckily we caught it quick enough with that guy, and it's healing up just fine, and he's doing very well. I'll put the light back on the subject here in a second. I just want to get this rattlesnake out and check him out real quick. There you go. Once you pick them up, actually get them off the ground, they stop coming off of the hook. They'll stay on the hook for you. I gotta find my tube. I don't know where my tube is at right this second. Damn. I guess I could put him in the Cobra tube. Let's see if we can get him to go in the Cobra tube here. Go ahead, little guy. Go ahead. Go ahead, little dude. Here. Here, little guy. Let me see. Let me see your tail. No, don't climb the hook. What are you doing, dude? I don't know where my damn tube went to. What the fuck? That was actually the little wound that I'm talking about right there. But it's dried up. It's healing up very well. It has scabbed over, and no more little critters can mess with him. You bear with me 1 minute. I will get that camera set back up correctly. Let me put him away real fast. There you go, Bubba. There you go. There we go. They get quite active about this time of the night every night. Yeah, I don't have any real good name options. I have so many snakes myself that don't have names. I believe I've only got one snake that has a name, and his name's Sunny. He is a banana pinstripe ball python. You know, his name, Citrus, sounds like a good name. Either Citrus or Plantain. They will be in this enclosure for probably about another week. I would say, you know, I'm going to feed them tomorrow, and then we'll let them go, and I'll feed them 1 week after that. So 2 more feedings, and by that time we will go ahead and split them up into, you know, smaller groups in other enclosures, and we will keep them in enclosures all total, though, until they are probably, I would say, until the springtime now, because of the time of the year it is now. If it wasn't, you know, gonna get cold real soon, I would say, you know, another month or so we would go ahead and put them out in the outdoor habitat. But being that we're running up on winter time, you know, we're gonna go ahead and keep them in enclosures, just in smaller groups in several enclosures until spring. We've got 7 people in here. We've only got 5 likes. Can a couple of y'all hit the like button? Look at that. You just saw a big, wide, open mouth, fangs and everything. There's nowhere else right now that you could see a rattlesnake's mouth wide open live like you just did. That's got to be worthy of a like, guys. Come on. Somebody in here had to have liked that. Double tap that screen and show me that you saw it. Show me that you liked it. Yeah, the black ones are always super pretty. I don't think I have ever seen an ugly black phase rattlesnake. Now, some of the yellow phase, I'm glad they can't hear. They don't have an outer ear, so I can say this without them getting upset with me. But the yellow phase sometimes do have some fairly ugly ones. But either way, even the ugly ones need love too, you know. You got to be like Jesus and love them all. And when I was younger, I even said that about the fat chicks. Yeah, yeah. That's right. I think we may have had some fat chicks in here because after I said that, we lost some viewers. If you see this yellow phase close by here rubbing its face like that, it's because I think it probably thinks it's time to shed again already, which it's not quite time yet, but they're still learning. Yeah, that's funny, but I don't give a shit. I say whatever the hell's on top of my mind, I'm not gonna pretend to be somebody that I'm not for this damn live stream. Look at this girl rubbing her face all over the rock. She either has an itch or she thinks it's time to shed. Unless somehow she didn't shed the last time around, but I'm almost certain she did. Actually, I see why she's rubbing her face. She's rubbing her face because when she opened her mouth real wide there and her fangs were out, the little gummy sheath that goes around the fangs is actually sticking out on the side of her mouth. So we'll probably end up seeing her open her mouth wide again to readjust her fangs. Oh, yep, there it is. I thought we would. So, that's when you know you've been around snakes for far too long, is when you basically know what the hell they're going to do before they do it. Hi, Jinx. I hope you weren't a fat chick when I said that, 'cause I ain't heard you talk no more since I said that. No, yawning is not gaping. Yawning is simply yawning. Gaping is whenever they sit there with their mouth held open. Typically, when you see a snake gaping, 9 out of 10 times, not 100% of the time, it is due to something like a respiratory illness. Or it could be, mouth rot. But either way, it is something typically that's an issue. Now, other reptiles like bearded dragons are a good example. They gape all the time to regulate their body temperature. So you will see them sitting basking on a hot spot or in the sun with their mouth hanging open. That is completely normal behavior out of a bearded dragon. I'll be right back. I'm losing my Pepsi buzz, so I got to go out to the truck and grab another case of it. Sorry I took so long. I went out to get my Pepsi and took a look at the other snakes, and I realized the mamba, the green mamba, the West African one, actually has a tick. So he actually got away on me the other night, and it took me a couple hours searching high and low to find his ass. And while he was out on his little field trip, he picked up a tick somewhere. So now tomorrow I've got to go ahead and get a tick off of a West African green mamba. That's going to be fun. But I'm sure I'll live stream the event for y'all, so that'll be something a little fun to look at. If somebody else in here would give me a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it. Got 10 people right this second. At least one of y'all can hit the like button for me, will you, please? There's Eyeless again, coming up being an attention whore. Oh yeah, that was a lot of fun when that damn mamba got loose. What had happened is I had put together a new enclosure for the mamba, and I was taking her out of the old enclosure, and I had a set of tongs. I do not ever handle a mamba without tongs. Mambas are so fast and so agile that it is sheer stupidity to work with them without tongs, in my opinion. There are guys that do it. Call me a pussy if you want to, but I'm not doing it without tongs. And the tongs actually malfunctioned. The little cable in them that pulls them tight snapped. So right in mid, motion, and it was dark outside. I was working with a flashlight, which was stupid in and of itself, but so the mama got on the ground, and Art got scared, dropped the light, and next thing you know, the mamba's hauls ass, and I've got so much junk around here that, the mamba just got in amongst the junk and hauled ass, and we looked and looked and looked for a couple of hours. Finally, we were about to give up for the night and get back on the search in the morning. And I decided to go. I have a little building that has a small hole in it that I decided that I was wanting to plug up. That I had a power cord running through a little plastic shed. And I decided to plug that hole. And while I was plugging that hole, I had a stack of lattice leaned against the fence, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to check behind that lattice real quick before I call it a night. If he's not there, if she's not there, I will just wait till morning, and we'll go ahead and start dismantling everything till we find this mamba. Well, I went to that lattice, and I shined the light behind it, and I seen his beady little eyes sticking out. And so he was there, so I grabbed the tongs, and I snatched his ass up and got him in his rightful enclosure. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's very scary because we don't live full time at this property, but we do stay here sometimes. And the warden was here and stuff, and I was afraid for her in the morning time when she woke up to, head to the car and stuff. I was afraid for her to, encounter this mamba out there or something, or anybody else. I wasn't concerned with neighbors or anything because, like I say, I don't have any direct neighbors, and the mamba would likely just, go into the treetops and disappear, and here in another month or so, it's going to be so cold the mamba would have died. But because it will not survive in South Carolina in the wild because of the temperatures. Now, if it was springtime, the thing would survive all the way through fall into winter. But luckily, thank God, we found him and got him safely back in his enclosure, and we're good to go. I've only ever had one other snake ever get loose on me, and it was an 8-foot Naja guineensis, the Black Forest Cobra. And the Black Forest Cobra, he actually got loose twice. One time was his enclosure actually had, it was a commercially bought enclosure. It had a MDF bottom that in a forest cobra is semi-aquatic, so they get in the water frequently. Well, this snake was getting in the water, getting back out of the water, and that water was soaking into the MDF bottom. Well, that MDF bottom ended up collapsing one night, and the cobra realized it, and he went on out. And my building that I have the snakes in is actually elevated off the ground, sitting on top of plastic Pepsi Cola pallets. And well, the Najaginia, or the forest cobra, he actually ended up, when he got out of his enclosure, I had the doors of the building open at nighttime because it's summertime and it's so damn hot. Well, he ended up coming out of the building and went directly up underneath the building and hid underneath the pallets. And it took us literally about 15 minutes to find him, but then it took us another 8 hours to get him under control, and get him back out from underneath that building. And actually, Sue, the video that you saw when you found my channel at the airport when I was arrested, that's why I was so freaking dirty in that video, is because I was crawling around on the ground and stuff, working to catch this damn cobra all day long. So, and then after I got the cobra, I had put him in a small Rubbermaid tote. And he stayed in that for about 3 days because I ended up going to jail that day. I got out the next day. After I got out, I had some other stuff to take care of, so that was 2 days he was in. Finally, on the third day, I said, I've got to get him out of this tub and get him into a new enclosure. Well, the same thing, this same exact set of tongs, the cable in it is weak, and I actually have replaced it now with a hair cable. But the same snake, I was going to get him out of the tub I put him in into his new enclosure, and when I grabbed him with the tongs, I went to move him, and the cable broke that time as well. And he immediately, soon as the damn tongs busted, he immediately right back up underneath that damn shed again. Now, only this time, it only took us about 45 minutes to get him because we knew what we were doing to get him out of there this time. So, we got lucky, and that's the only 2 times I ever had a venomous snake escape. And I will never have another one escape. They have never escaped aside from that cobra's cage collapsing, and I no longer have any of those enclosures left that had that MDF bottom. I have done away with all of them. Every one of my enclosures are either glass or PVC bottoms now. So I will never have another one escape from its enclosure. Now, like I say, the only reason that the other escapes happened was the tongs. And now I have a heavier duty cable in them tongs. There's no way for the cable to bust. But yeah, very ironic how this stuff happens. But that's exactly why I looked like a big homeless dirtbag that day, in that video. A lot of people made comments and talked shit about me being that dirty, but I don't care what the hell people say, I mean, hell, I get dirty, I work all day long, and also, whenever you're crawling around in the dirt, trying to get a damn 8-foot cobra, you're going to get a little bit dirty, and I didn't have time to get, a shower and get changed and everything by the time I had to be at the airport to pick up them snakes. Hey guys, there's 12 of you in here. Will a couple of y'all please give me a thumbs up? Double tap center of your screen, give us a thumbs up. If you can't do it that way, in the upper right corner, click them 3 dots, and then you'll be able to like it there. The menu will drop down. It would really help us out if you would give us a thumbs up here.